Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Pixel Club. Today we are playing a game on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System recreated by the MiSTer FPGA, and this game is called Zombies. It's the season of Halloween at the moment. We did a game previously called Oh Mummy on the Sega Genesis, so why don't we do another Halloween game in a row? And this is it for you. I have to confess, this is the first time that I have played this game in a long time. I haven't picked this up since I probably owned a Super Nintendo or a Sega Genesis all those years ago. And unfortunately, I'm not playing the best version of this game. Some of you may have twigged already that this game is called Zombies Ate My Neighbours, but in the UK, no it's not. There was a lot of changes in this game from the American version. We have a censorship rule in the UK that wanted this to be really dumbed down. So the name was changed on the game, so it became called Zombies. Blood was changed into purple goo, and more importantly than that, they changed some of the monsters as well. In the game, one of the enemies you have is a guy with a chainsaw. On the UK version, and even on the Australian version, they swapped this to a guy with a pickaxe. Oh sorry, is it a pickaxe? Yeah, no, it's a pickaxe. So, you know, you're not playing the best version, but you're still playing a good version of the game. And I didn't know this until I was actually doing a little bit of research after the game, after I recorded what you're seeing now. And I thought, damn, well, do I go and do it again? No, I don't. What we'll do is stick with the video that we've got, and this is a version that you may not have seen, so it's a curiosity beyond anything else. The object is to play one of two characters, and you've got either Zeke or Julie, and they run around rescuing neighbours, because the original game was Zombies Ate My Neighbours, and you rescue them by touching them from the hordes of zombies that you see on the screen. On the top left of the screen is a scanner, and that can be toggled on and off. I've obviously got it on at the moment, and there's a number on the bottom right that shows you how many people you need to rescue. So there's one left to go at the moment. When they do appear on the scanner, you see them as a little flashing yellow square like we've got at the moment, and we can pop in, get the baby, and then a door opens up and we go through to the next level. So this screen shows you everybody that I rescued. So I've got 10 people rescued, all victims saved, so I get a little bonus for this, and we move on to the next level. It's basically rinse and repeat as you go down this journey. It is so long since I last played this. I probably last played it when I owned the original cartridge, and I was torn about what version to do. I picked the European version because I'm a European myself, even though some of our country don't want to be a European. I certainly am, and the game, I thought, let's go for the English one. So I got this version here, and on investigation why the title was different to what I was expecting, now I know. If I picked the American version, I had two versions. There was the original game of Zombies Ate My Neighbours, and there was also a hack of it called Oh No More Zombies Ate My Neighbours, or something like that. A group of people have got together and they've done a completely new set of levels for that. There was no point in me playing this because those levels were no doubt going to be a lot harder than even the levels that we're playing at the moment, or I'm playing at the moment. And when I got to this guy with this little girl here, for some reason she reminded me of a bouncing Chucky from Chucky the Doll. But that aside, yeah, I'm probably not going to get very far in this game myself because of my brilliant ability at playing games. So there was no point in picking things that were going to be hard as hell. For those of you that would have owned an Amiga, you will remember Lemmings, and then you will remember Oh No More Lemmings. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe that Oh No More Lemmings was significantly harder than what the original Lemmings was, and this is exactly what I would expect by the homebrew that we have here. It's interesting, some of the stupid people that you've got around, they can see these zombies appearing everywhere, and all they do is they just stand there waiting to be rescued, waiting for me to do my job to bail them out of whatever bad situation they're in at the moment. And really, they should be running a bloody mile. You have 3 lives when you play this game, and your lives isn't broken down into one hit that you're dead. You have the top left on the screen, you've got a health bar that steadily decreases every time that you're touched by a zombie, every time that you're hit by a zombie. And in this version, and it would be actually interesting to see what they've done on the American version, Your weapon is a water pistol. There are other weapons that you can get, but playing this game, I found myself all fingers and thumbs. For some reason, you know, the movement wasn't, and my health's gone down a little bit, you can see there. My movement wasn't as natural as what I expected with the controller, and I kept forgetting where the weapon toggle was, because there are bazookas, there's like a red water pistol that you can get, and there's a few other things. You'll see me as we play the game and we get a little bit further into it, trying to use controls and not being able to. And if you notice there was a bridge under the hedge. I'm going to go back down and walk to the left in a minute, so it's not a secret passage as such, but there's a way through some of these areas. So I've got a key, so clearly the last person is going to be in a building with a key. I've put the map back on that you can toggle on and off because it does get in the way, and this tells me that I probably need to go through the door that is strangely open to rescue that little baby. So for some reason I'm running in completely the wrong direction, and now I'm throwing a weapon that seems to give smoke, but really no idea what it does. So at one moment I'm going to get my shit in order and think, you know what, let's go and get that baby, and hopefully this is the moment now. And there we are, little baby rescued, and the exit door appears, and we repeat and move on to the next level. And this game is this is literally all it was, or all I thought it was at this point, where you just get the same rescue missions as you go. And you know, I'm on level 2 now. I've managed to get through. You know, I've got 3 Julies left, and you know, she's in fine shape, not having died at all. And I'm thinking, this could be a long play video. Although, you know, I was probably expecting to get to maybe level 10, something like that. But, you know, we'll see how this goes. We're in a shopping centre at the moment, and we've rescued 2 military people that really should be able to fight for themselves and not wait for a little girl to come and save them. And in fact, what's this girl's parents doing? Surely they're not happy about the situation. But loving the change of environment here, that you've moved from effectively outside gardens into a shopping mall. And you know, this is an early version of, is it Dead Rising? Yeah, an early version of Dead Rising where you play Frank with the camera. And this time you're Julie or Zeke, depending on what character you pick, running around a shopping mall trying to rescue people. And you know, it's nice that you have the variety in the levels here as well, because you know, lots of outsides will soon get a little bit boring. And it's also cool that the shops are not cut and paste of each other. There was a clothing shop that we're in. I'm not sure what this backyard is. It looks like a freezer with butchers and stuff like this. We've got food there, and you know, a few other bits and pieces kicking around. So an old game, but they've gone to some effort to make their level here. And even these tourists are having a good photos. You know, there's that much interesting stuff there. The zombies are relentless, and you know, they're popping up like we see here. I expected a bit more variety of zombies at this stage, so in my mind I'm thinking, well, as I'm playing this, we're just going to storm this. But then it got a little bit harder. If you notice, that poor little baby was killed because I was so shit at playing this game, I never got to rescue it in time, and I'm just faffing about shooting the zombies. And then he comes back as an axe. I don't know whether all characters come back as this, but look at that little axe wielding guy that I've just shot. That was a neat touch, so we'll have to see whether I see anything else like this. But I need to get to that baby so I haven't lost 2 babies. You know, that would make me a very bad set of parents to lose 2 babies on one trip to the shops. Although she's not technically a parent, she's a rescuer, and more damn tourists are sitting there. There's 2 people to rescue at the moment. You know, I think I must have got 7 of them so far, so we're doing quite well. And look at that little touch. I'm going the wrong way down the escalator, and she struggled to go down that escalator. So it wasn't a case of just up and down. It was, no, you're going to fight to go through this. And I do wonder whether I could have actually shot those windows and gone through the windows. Probably not, because that's indicating a different floor. But there's a lot of broken glass elsewhere, so you never know. Anyway, still no lives lost. And we have a lot less health than what we had. But, you know, we still have 3 Julies, and we've rescued 9 people. So all was going so well until, you know what I'm going to say, this level coming up. So here we are, level 4. I thought, yeah, bang, I've absolutely got this. Lumberjack Hedge Maze Mayhem. I believe this is one of the sprites that they actually changed, and I get what I wished for. Different baddies. And look at these mad axemen just cutting through, you know, taking swipes out of me as he twirls. And I'm like a fool here, you know, although I've died. you know, trying to get my fingers and thumbs to control the controller to actually shoot them. You know, I need to kill these, and they seem a little bit relentless and a little bit tough. And yeah, they're swinging wildly as well. Got the map on to see people to rescue, but it appears that I can't get into areas of these hedges, and I've got to wait for these guys to cut the hedge, somehow run through them without getting myself too slaughtered to rescue the people. And you know, I've lost a pile of tourists there. I don't know whether they're going to turn back into ghosts, and I've got this baby that somehow got itself stuck in that little square. And this has gone from apologies about my phone making a noise there. This has gone from maybe a level, you know, if we had level 1 to 10 in hardness, the first 3 levels were at level 2, and for me it's ramped it right up to, you know, a 7 or 8. You know, I'm being absolutely hammered here, not even having time to really fight, while randomly I guess hitting buttons because I've swapped from the water pistol to the rocket launcher that you can see on the top of the screen, and you know, just trying to run around the maze, evade these people, find my way through, shoot him, try and blow a hole in the wall that I'm not, and even shooting him didn't kill him, so he managed to kill me now. At this point, my Julies are disappearing, and you know, just for a moment there I felt about, I remembered Ali G. He had a girlfriend I think called Julie, but anyway, my Julies are disappearing, and there was no originally joke meant there, and you know, all I can do is run around, try and rescue the people and see what we can do. And I know I've got a problem ahead of me with that damn baby that's stuck on a square of its own. You know, I've got all the axemen in the world chasing after me. You know, hopefully they would be psychotic enough to chase after themselves, but no, it seems that I'm the target for their vengeance. And the Chucky girl on the trampoline, so we're now down to 4 people to rescue, bounce over that hedge and try and get to the babies. And there's another axe guy just waiting, standing for me there, and I have no idea how I'm going to get in. That was in the secret passage, and he's twirling his axe, and for a moment I thought he broke the wall there. Clearly not, that was a sprite problem. So run away, get hit a few times, and I think he's dead, but they must have to take several hits there. So I've got a weapon, I'm not sure what that weapon is, I'm just stupidly throwing them around or selecting different ones to hope against hope that one of them can be used to break the hedge to get that poor little baby out. So I just do not know what to do here. I've clearly not got a strategy for playing this. I did not expect this level of enemy to be playing, and you know, this makes it a great Halloween game. And you know, I know I've played this in the past, but I'm trying to think back, was I that poor when I owned this original game that I never got past this level of it? You know, surely not, because you know, cartridges were a lot of money back then, so you know, they weren't just pick up, play a couple of levels, put down. You know, we're not in the world where we are now, where we've got everything at our fingertips. But great little game, cracking little game, having fun here, and I am generally actually having fun. I'm finding it bloody hard, but you know, I'm just doing my best to get through this. So Julie has been beaten up again, collapsed, and this is it. This is game over, and I do vaguely remember the green ooze from when I've played this historically. You know, that was a nice touch, and it still is a nice touch there. So Julie is completely dead. I completely failed on level 4. This game ramped up the difficulty of it. I tried to get through it, but I was bad, and I'm sorry for this. You know, this isn't like Mooncrester where I can do very well on it. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got this far through the video, thank you for sticking with me. If you're not a subscriber, please consider a subscription to the channel. Beyond that, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, take care, good night.
Would you like to play again?